Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Build Showcase. Build on your screen right there. Pause the video if you wish to copy the exact main components, also listed in the description below. Marauder 5D, an inner sphere Marauder. I have done build showcases of the Marauder 5D before already, but I figured I'll do another one because the previous one was very different build from this one. Note that at the time of recording I have finished mastering pilot skill wise the Marauder 5D. So if you don't yet have your basic and elite and maybe master pilot skills, you will see less performance from this particular build. Also note, at the time of recording, these matches were actually recorded with me having the proper modules fitted. Because, well, I have done a Marauder 5D build showcase before, as I've mentioned. I figured I'll just have those modules in while I am doing this one. So you can see some module action too, huh? Now, this is a laser vomit build. Sort of. It has 3 different kinds of lasers with different burn durations and different ranges. But you could still argue it's a laser vomit. 2 large pulse lasers in an arm, 2 medium lasers in another arm, and the ER large laser is in a high mount in a side torso on the mech. Thing is, those 2 arms are hanging low enough that I feel they don't really facilitate poking over ridges like that very well. However, that high mount on the side torso is high on the mech, so you can actually poke a ridge line without exposing too much of your mech and shoot nicely over it.
New target acquired.
So putting a long-reaching laser there, like the extreme range, as in extended range, large laser, seemed very workable. And so far it has been working very well for me. Granted, if you just alpha strike with this, you will have different burn durations on all of your lasers, which can suck a little bit if you are trying to play this as a regular laser vomit of just alpha strike and hide, alpha strike and hide. Doesn't work quite as well for that. However, for extended engagements, for hanging around with your team, pushing with your team, so on, this is a very workable setup for me so far. It has been working very well for me. Where it doesn't matter if you lose an arm, it doesn't matter if you lose a side torso, you still have weapons somewhere. And of course you do want to use the left side of your mech to cover the right side, because, well, that ER large laser is in the right side torso. So don't want to lose that needlessly. However, pouring out fire with all of those lasers, look at the heat meter as well. This is not very heat intensive build with the lasers mounted. Of course you can overheat with basically everything, but for regular fighting like this is just not all that heat intensive. Hello there. I am willing to do this whole laser, you know, dueling with you. Now, final enemy is somebody who wants to be on the walls, as in a shadow cat, and the rest of this game is just hunting down that particular mech. I'm gonna let you watch it anyway, so you can see the see the fighting done and see the end game scoreboard. But I will continue talking in the next particular match.
Target target acquired. Target destroyed.
Moving on from HPG Manifold to Grim Plaxus. Grim Plaxus is very good map for ridgeline fighting. Some people don't realize that, but this map can really facilitate ridgeline fighting, especially for mechs with jump jets, as the Marauder 5D has jump jets. There are so many obstacles and little nooks and crannies and gaps and other bits and bobs which you can jump jet over to fire, or which you can, you know, get on top of with jump jets and keep on firing. Another thing for this setup I'm running here, because of that ER large laser providing such massive reach, the openness of this map in certain locations provides this kind of chance, where you can shoot at things from a very long range and start chipping away at their armor. Of course, you can't fire all the other lasers in conjunction to deal even more damage, but it will work quite well for this sort of, well, cheap damage before the engagement actually really begins, right? Something to do while you're getting into position, while you're waiting for the actual fight to really start happening. And so far, it is not that much damage, but all the damage you can do is always helpful. That cannot be, you know, said to not be the case. Like, if you can do some damage, that is less damage you have to do later on. I am absolutely waiting for there to be, you know, that flanking move which is coming, because it's kind of typical. So yeah, you run around there, Mr. Phoenix Hawk. That's fine. Like, you're giving me, well, chances to shoot at you, which is also fine, and more people there. Frankly, my team is stretched out along back here, so I have no real reason to yet start moving into a better position. After all, the mech is still fast enough to do some repositioning. Of course, not a medium mech speed or a, well, in this particular setup, not also some kind of a very fast heavy mech, but it's still very capable of moving. And now my team is moving, so now it is time to go and join the team, right? Go and join the team and continue with this push. Do this stuff. Also, just as a reminder in case you forgot, I do have modules fitted for this particular, well, build showcase video. Unlike basically all of my other ones, there are modules in this one. So there is that. And my team is pushing in. Hello there! Would you folks like some more firepower, as in blue laser beams coming your way? And I am behind my team. Like, I've almost caught up with the team, because their push was kind of halted on the other side of this hill. Let's go join them there and start actually destroying these things. Which, well, so far, that is the first kill. And there has been quite a few minutes of this game played. But, well, I got kill assets already, because I managed to chip somebody's armor a little bit. Fantastic. More seabells and stuff. Hello there. Just barely out of reach for the large pulses. So let's push in through here. You somebody I want to actually fight. Yep, a Cyclops. I am okay with fighting a Cyclops. Hello, Cyclops. He's really high mount on that laser there. It's really showing its power like that. Right? Like, the Cyclops wasn't able to bring most of its guns to bear on me, so there we go. Hello, Kodiak. Do you wanna go back to hiding, because you're kind of exposed there? Like that? That's very much a, well, almost blown up Kodiak. There's a trench bucket down there as well, which we can shoot pieces off, hopefully.
Acquired.
And more things are coming in. That's fine. Hello.
New target acquired.
You people like some more of this laser power? And I'm frankly just spreading my damage around a little bit here. Because I'm shooting at anything which happens to come into view to, not necessarily focus firing as best as I can, but frankly if I have a target to shoot at, I'm going to shoot at that target. And I'm gonna go back to the trench bucket though, because that was the original thing. And everybody wants to missile me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't mind getting missiled. Because I can use the left side of my mech to eat fire, and that's fine. Hello folks! You're all down there for me to shoot at, that's fine.
Warning.
There's a Timberwolf down there as well.
New target
And
acquired.
let's keep on firing. And it's a trench bucket with PPCs and stuff, and well, not doing so hot here. Because, well, very much easy firing on all of these things. We're just trying to fire back and, well, not doing a whole lot of a good job of it. As you can see from the, well, mech doll, paper doll,
Target
on the bottom
destroyed.
left, I have managed to spread damage pretty damn effectively here.
Target
And that's
acquired.
part of the nice
New
things
target
about this
acquired.
build, because you can spread damage very effectively with this particular thing. And then there is the
Target
one,
destroyed.
one trench bucket and one final light mech to hunt down once again. Well, it was a medium mech in the first game, but a light mech left, and so on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and definitely give this build a try if you have Marauder 5D and enjoy playing it. So far, I have found this build to work very well for me, actually. So, try it out.
Target destroyed.